Keep talking until you say it. Pieces to start with the star blooms. Before I left the house, I literally kept on having so many different things was coming in, right? And when you quiet, and I ain't talking about like you just don't say shit at all, but I'm saying like you ain't normally the person who call people with your problems. You don't involve people in your business. Like you really, really take it personal when you processing what it is that you're going through. So you got a real intense prayer life. So sometimes you could go through shit, and because you don't look like what you've been through, a lot of the times, even when you in your going through season, you won't be in representation of what they look like and what they sound like. And I was basically in the midst of speaking to the Most High. And forgive me if I get emotional, because that's what they telling me. Talk until you say it. Because you don't decide that you have to basically have this moment and you sit back with things, you get to progress in a real development with who it is that is actually there, who's present. The past year, I had the opportunity of getting exactly what I asked for, is what Spirit is saying. And what that means is, for me, I have been in prayer. I've been in a space where I've been asking the Most High, Spirit, please take everything that's no longer in alignment for me. Anything that's no longer for my highest good, I ask that you remove it from me. Spirit, I ask that anybody who is in my circle that don't mean me no good, I ask that you place distance in the spaces where my heart keeps them. Spirit, I ask that anybody in my family who don't mean me no good, and my heart may be too pure, my heart may be too big to not hold and have space with them. Spirit, I ask that you keep me in a rate with you so that I know how to discern. Y'all, for years, I just kept on asking Spirit, I want to discern. And I would have moments where I would call in and I would manifest. Where I would call in and I would manifest things, and I would make them so tiny because I couldn't have the big thing. Because in my head and in my heart, once I started to sit close enough to Spirit and I started to hear the things that people won't say to your face, I would get on phone calls, y'all, and I came into a rate where I would start to address things. I would say directly what I had heard, and I would watch people's facial expressions and responses, and I would watch people's body language, and I would see them making me aware physically that I had been at a rate perceiving people to be a thing that they were never to me. However, I had loved them so much out of my own choosing, out of my own pureness, out of my own desire. Sometimes based off of titles, but also based off of the realization that I get to have it. That's what I was in a space of, because I knew that I get to have family. I knew that I get to have friends. I knew that I get to have love. And because I felt like I got to have it, I felt like the things that I had, I wanted to give it my all. But when I started to speak to the Most High and Spirit started to bring me into these spaces after being with me, and I would say coaching me, right? Making me aware of how to be. One of the things that Spirit would always say to me, no matter what, show love. And y'all, I'm a firecracker. Been put in so many positions and circumstances my whole life where I had to fight. So when I woke up and I came to a certain layer of awareness to myself, and the person that I supposed to speak to and talk to was the Most High, I'm being told that I needed to have love. I felt like, hey, listen, Spirit, I don't know if it's me that you want, because I'm a fighter. Spirit kept on telling me, choose love, choose love, choose love. And I would address things and I would get lied to in my face. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Who the hell you talking to, right? Crazy. Sound like her even. Crazy. I don't know what you're talking about. Crazy. Crazy. You crazy. You crazy. You crazy. And then I started to not say the things that I knew. And Spirit started to be real specific with me. Spirit would say things to me like, well, nobody could really be in your presence without telling you the truth. And I would say these things, and I recognized as I was speaking these things, I'm manifesting these things, and I would start to see people come into my vortex and start to tell me the truth that needed to be heard, that I had already knew, but I'd stop warning people of what I knew before they had the opportunity to reveal themselves to me. So I had to learn how to sit back. Coming into 2025, I gave myself the opportunity to recognize, yo, this about to be a 16-7. We about to actually have to really focus in on this shit and really figure out what this means for us. What type of test Spirit gonna put me through? The test that Spirit gave me, the task, the opportunity that I was provided with was choosing whether or not what I asked for was what I really desired. Y'all, we be asking for things and then we don't need it. What does that mean? I require things. These could make my circumstances better. But there's certain things that come into your vortex. 647, 646, my apologies. Certain things that come into your vortex, right? It ain't really about whether or not they be nice. It's like this the baseline. That be your need. That be your need. And when you pulling from your heart, using your emotions, unaware because you don't know the power that you hold, sometimes we will things from without instead of from within. Saying all that to say, I could get on here and I could tell y'all I feel good because I feel good and it's this amazing thing. But y'all, last year I felt like it almost broke me. But in this space of so-called brokenness, should I say, in this space of being able to see and feel all of the things that people meant for me, in this space of being able to hide my hand and watch all the people who might feel like they had the opportunity to oppose themselves to me, in this space where the Most High said, what is it that you would want if you had everything you needed? And the first people that I said was actually the first people who appeared to me when I spoke to the Most High and said, Lord, I'll provide a table before you for thy enemies. And I'm watching the people. Spouse shows up. Another spouse shows up. Family, mother shows up. Sister shows up. Father shows up. Sometimes Spirit will tell you to remove the whole table. I've been told since 2020, you got snakes in your grass. And I'm like, Spirit, how is there so many fucking snakes if we keep on getting the snakes out the grass? Like, I need y'all to do better. I started getting mad at them, but it was in my asking. You got to be sure and specific in your asking, whether or not it's what you need. And my love, I promise you, if it give you peace, it's worth it. If it give you love that's everlasting, it's worth it. If it allows you to get to the rate in the space where the Most High speaks and you glean, it's worth it. If it allows you to start to be regulated within yourself and you mountain up within what you know to be true, it's worth it. Call in what it is that you know is a good gist for you. Some of y'all meant to receive the big that God got because it's favor over you. Don't allow what you got to move yourself away from to keep you from what you know you have a right to go towards and be in. All right. I love y'all. I hope this helps somebody. Say it. Say it. Keep talking until you say it. Don't let your throat chakra shut up. Fuck that. Be about it, y'all. It's Big Mama's business. Be about it.